Hey guys, we've got some new content on Global. In this video, we're going to be doing the Heinous Headhunters EX battle, and then doing a few pulls afterwards. And then in a different video, I'll be going to the new Dark Visions we have. So these enemies are all beast and human enemies. Most of them are weak to water, but Gammon is weak to fire. Either element is fine to use here. Just avoid the other 6 elements because they are very strong to those elements. Water or fire is the way to go. It's a 2-stage fight, but you got to do both stages with 5 turns or less in total, and then a party of 4 or less and no items. We're going to be just taking 3 units. You can actually do it with only 2 units, but I'm going to bring Ling to make it more or less gear intensive. Because Kaito and Laguna can 2-man this, as I did in a test run, but then I thought about it. I'm going to add Ling to make it smoother and easier for you guys. But again, this is only a 3-man team. You can add a 4th unit if you need, more firepower or whatever you want. Another finisher, another chainer, a tank, whatever you want. But this is all we really need, and it's going to mostly rely on Kaito. If you don't have Kaito, hopefully you've chosen him from the unit of choice tickets that you're getting from the anniversary. As far as Laguna goes, if you don't have Laguna, replace him with someone else that can chain with Kaito's LB, and bring someone else to break and water and peril, like, Shoreline, Fina, and Lid, etc. Anyway, so Kaito in the base form is going to do Pure Liquid Infusion, Receding Tide, and Swelling Current. Laguna doesn't really need to do much here. He can literally just guard for the first turn. And Ling is going to start in the shift to go to the base. This is just so we can get more LB crystals. We're going to do Disarming to break the enemies. We're going to do Purifying Dance because on this first turn, the enemies are going to do Paralyze and we're not wearing immunity. And we'll just do Transcendent Performance for mitigation. If your units are bulky, you don't even need mitigation, but, whatever. Anyway, so they're going to do some attacks that are going to do very low damage. Also, they're going to get miraged. So there we go. Now we're going to kill them. So Ling is going to shift, and we're going to go ahead and do Beast Killer with Hunter Stance, Assassin Stance for Human Killer, and then we'll just do Passionate Performance to refill her own LB gauge. And we'll go ahead and use the LB of Kaito and Laguna. Laguna imbued us with water. Kaito imbued us with water. Laguna's gonna do a better break and do a better water and peril. And we chain it up. Kaito's LB is a base form LB is AoE Bolting Strike, so is Laguna. This wave, pretty much the same thing. We're gonna use Kaito to 5-stack Mirage, buff, etc., water support. Laguna, once again, can literally just guard, and Ling can go to the base form. We're going to actually Mirage all the attacks here, so we don't need anything in the base form from Ling. So what she's going to do, she's just going to kill her. So she's going to Assassin and Beast Killer. So this turn, all they're going to do is some physical attacks that we're going to just Mirage and not worry about it. Now, they also buff themselves, as you see, with Protectka. Now, technically speaking, Kaito does dispel damage, or dispel buffs before damage, but I want Laguna to chip in as well, so we're going to use Ling to just Bushido Freedom the enemies away. Now keep in mind, we did get rid of all our debuffs. Some of these are undispellable, like the auto-casting, but the good debuffs are gone. But Laguna is going to reapply them when he does his LB. And again, if you're not using Laguna, just reapply breaks and all with your support breaker before you chain. Anyway, there is the end of Bagammon and Galuk, or Gajuk. Okay, I completely lied to you. Bagammon didn't die. Okay, whatever. We'll go again next turn. As you see, Mirage is all you need here. I can't believe he didn't die. What a jerk face. What a complete jerk face. Anyway, well, we actually lost Kaito's Water Imbue. So now we're going to go ahead and do Fire Imbue, I guess. And I guess we'll do Dragon Dancer to refill LB gauge. We can burst again. And okay, and if he didn't fill LB gauge, just chain, whatever. I can't believe this dummy didn't die. What a complete jerk. I guess it's because he's not weak to he's weak to fire, not water. But again, if you're struggling to kill it in 5 turns, add another DPS unit. Add like Tyvis to AoE finish. Add, you know, Esther, Chizuru, etc. Definitely just bring some of the big boy DPS and you'll be fine. So here we go. So Laguna did chip in a respectable chunk of damage. Kaito as well was for water support. I'm still shocked that Bagaman didn't die. I can't believe that. Anyway, there it is. All missions. So that was 2 turns on the first fight, 3 turns on the second fight. Total of 5 turns or less. Party of 4 or less. And there it is. I'll show you the gear we used. I tried to avoid like STMRs from Neovision's units. Except their own, obviously. But actually, no, I did use 1 or 2. Anyway, I'll show you right here. It wasn't like a strictly speaking a budget run. So here we go. So Ling is just using some LB fill, and Bushido Freedom, refined movement, Call of the Wild, etc. Just to, both forms, just to fill her LB gauge, so she can do those nice killers. Laguna is using LB damage versus Beast and Human. His own gun, chain cap up. Some LB damage, man. So here we go. So I am using a few STMRs, Manly Fate, Sora's STMR, etc. His own card. Nothing premium, though. So maxed LB damage, maxed Beast Killer, and maxed Human Killer. And there we go. 7,300 attack power. He's dead. Okay. And then we only use the base form of Kaito. Mine is EX3. Again, if you can't kill him in time, add another DPS unit. Anyway, so he has 8,000 attack power, LB damage versus Beast and Humans. Unfortunately, those are 2 races he does not gear easily for, and we're using his own card. Maxed LB, but only 175 Beast and only 275 Human, so he definitely struggled on the killers a little bit. But yeah, add extra slots, Esther, Chizuru, Tyvis. I guess Premium Tifa is a good option as well. And then go in and kill the guys. Or even worst case scenario, bring a whole 5-man party and get that 5-man team mission done, and then go back later for a slower clear with only 4 units. You don't really need a tank or anything as long as you're using Mirage. So there it is. Hope it helps. I will now start working on some Dark Visions clears. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I did promise some polls in the video, so I just remembered that as soon as I hit stop recording, I'm like, oh yeah, I said I was going to do some polls. So we're going to go ahead and grab these mission rewards, and we will then go and do some brief polls. Now, as far as the weekly 60 poll, as I kind of mentioned before, it really lags when I'm recording, so I already did that. And the weekly 60 poll, for me, it was very depressing. I got Madame Adele and Emperor Vlad, 2 absolute troll units. And as far as, I should have saved this one, but as far as the login reward, we got like a login reward guaranteed NV. That one gave me Esther, Neovision's Esther, which is a good unit, but I already had her. So here's the only polls we have left. Not many. So some EX tickets. If we're lucky, we'll get a Balthier. That'd be really cool. But I'm not going to pull for Balthier, I don't think. So hopefully one day he will show up in an off banner. But probably not from these tickets. But you never know. Who knows? It could happen. Oh, hey. Got a red. All right. All right. Cacteria. Already had her at EX3. Whatever. Damn. Oh, I got so excited for a second. I'm like, oh my god, it's happening. But it didn't. Man. Whew. Why Cacteria? Why? Alright, there it is. Alright, so we got a Cacteria. Anyway, that's it for the polls. We're not going for Balthier. Anyway, see you next time.